And for the fund, Jerome?
Thank you very much.
It's great having Pan Med aboard as a client.
Does he always do this? Turn up at the last minute, take all the credit?
He's my boss, Max.
As far as I'm concerned, you're the client. He just signed the contract.
Thanks, Max.
I'm so glad you had time to make it over to London, Jerome. I guess this extra capital should give a real boost to your Portuguese development project.
To be honest, Leonard, I might well have opted for First America's more straightforward solution had not our Sardinian project been taking up so much of my time. Monique persuaded me into considering Max and Hudson's currency swap.
Yes, she has interesting plans for cork production in the Alentejo, I hear.
Light industry will be the main thrust of our work in Portugal, not agriculture. I have to play down the more romantic notions my staff come up with.
Do you have some time for some champagne?
I have a 6:30 flight to Paris. I'm sure Monique will stay on.
Seen Leonard's face?
Jerome's worse than I expected.
Summertime, I could...
I don't know how you can stand this.
I believe in what Pan Med stands for, Hudson.
Sorry.
Monique.
Excuse me.
Sorry I can't stay any longer.
Leonard's never liked dealing with EEC entities. And our friend Jerome sure as hell hasn't changed his mind.
Better not have any second thoughts about the European space meeting, or I personally will arrange for Jerome to be blasted into orbit without oxygen.
If this is the music for tonight, count me out.
You wish. Paul's too bloody expensive for Shane. Paul? My kid brother. This is his first single. He issued it totally independently.
He'd have to.
You Philistine, what do you know?
Let's just say it ain't party music.
Lee Wolf. His idea of a quarterly party is adding a little orange juice to his mineral water.
You know he's leaning on Leonard. He's pretty sure everyone's books are going to be absolutely bare this month.
At least when margins are tight, they fill their tickets out properly.
Mal! Yep. Remember I was telling you about my brother's single? Rock and roll. You want to take a lesson?
A lesson?
A listen, dickhead. He's doing well in the indie charts. Yeah. He's playing it at the Children at Risk gig on Saturday.
That's good. So the second guy said, "You think you got a problem?"
I know this joke. It's not funny and it's inaccurate.
The second guy says,
The Japanese market just doesn't perform like that.
"Just a joke, Zirka."
Great humor is always truthful.
Just trying to liven up a dull party?
I think everyone's depressed about their numbers.
So it hasn't been a great month, then? No one's been killed, have they?
I guess nobody likes to be on the wrong side of the market, Declan.
Yeah. Mind you, some people's books always look good. Come to think of it, so do their deals.
What?
So we...
Hudson, aren't you going to introduce us?
Yeah, sure. Declan, this is Monique Danvier. Monique Danvier, Declan McConaughey, one of our senior traders.
Pleased to meet you.
Encantado.
Igualmente.
Monique's coming with us on Max's expedition.
Oh, really? That's wonderful. Creo que estarás guapísima en serie de paracaidista.
Why don't I get the drinks?
The markets are tight, Max. The board aren't too happy with our figures as it is. I'm looking to you to bring in some real money, not fiddle around with EEC swaps.
This Pan Med swap is a great foot in the door, Leonard. We can use it to tap whole new markets.
$1 million fee over 5 years just doesn't set the world alight, Max. And this Euro space venture swap's not going to be any better, is it? These EEC entities just aren't big enough.
But they're the future. Next year, the European Space Venture will be doing the rounds to finance the first ever European space station. We're talking billions.
But I'm talking now. Next year is 4 quarters away.
Okay, let me do this one swap, and you won't hear another word from me until next year.
Good.
But the way I see it, Leonard, now is now, and then it's gone. But the future, that's eternal.
Why did I ever hire that guy?
For someone who says he's feeling fine, you've got a heavy concentration of knots.
It's been a tough week.
This is more than tough, Jimmy. This is real tension. You've never been this bad before. Okay, turn over. You sleeping okay?
Yeah.
You know, the more you tell me, the more I can help.
I don't think there's much you can do, Roma.
There's an oil for treating everything.
Right. Let's see if you've got any oil for this. My numbers are down. They're so far down, I'm not going to hit my month-end target. I always hit my targets. I'm good, Roma. I'm really good. And I don't like being in this position. If they find out I'm not making money for the bank,
Will they find out?
of course they'll find out. Thermal. Right. Who was making all the noise last night?
What's going on?
Your brother or one of his band kept me up most of the night playing some stupid instrument.
Right, well, don't worry, it won't happen again.
But better not. Or they're out. Gig or no gig.
Bit jumpy, your mate, isn't he?
He's had a heavy week.
Weighs a lot, does it? That money you shove around.
It's something like that. Listen, don't push it, Paul. You're a guest.
He's an arsehole, your brother.
He's all right. You just don't know him.
But he doesn't think much of you, does he? The way he was going on last night.
Doesn't like what I do. He thinks that...
He thinks his brother's betraying our heritage. Is that what you're going to say? Because he lives in London and works for an English bank, creating wealth for England. About a couple of weekends a year he comes home and acts all Scottish.
Bollocks.
You're in London now.
Sorry, I should be helping.
Relax. You get through to Jerome all right?
Max, you could give us a hand.
Better still, you could show us and we'll watch.
I'm not even getting in. Feel the material. It's a tube of toothpaste. Listen, Max.
Thermals are going to be vicious today.
Max, you want first tow?
That's all right, Johnny. I'm on the winch. You coming up?
No, something's come up with Pan Med. I've got to sort out. I'm sorry.
You're going to miss a hell of a day. Who's coming up first?
Is he serious?
Circa?
Declan, you go.
Ladies first.
I think I want a cup of coffee. Picnic needs unpacking. Yes, I think I'll help you do that.
No. You first, Declan?
Well, I'll let Monique.
Monique's ordering a taxi. Some problem with the fund.
The taxi, I'll drive her.
Declan? Look, Max. This is a parachute.
You bet.
Oh, God.
It's very kind of you, Declan, to give up the picnic like this. And the gliding. I'm not even your client.
You know how it is at Shane. We work together. See you in an hour. Happy landings. Could you close the boot?
Max, I really don't want to do this.
Come on, it'll be great up there.
It's terrific from down here.
Hudson.
You've got to experience everything in this life. Just get in. Get the feel of it.
Max. Max, I really do not want to go up in this thing.
Okay. So you don't want to soar on nature's hot air currents? Fine, right? Just sit in.
Just sit?
Just sit.
Yeah, it's terrific, Max.
Sit properly. Seatbelt.
What?
Seatbelt.
Seatbelt? Why?
Great, isn't it?
Max! Max!
Take up slack.
You son of a bitch!
Oh, God, we're gonna die.
Yes! 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 Geronimo!
You missed your chance, Declan. You won't be able to fly now.
No, I can live without it.
It's a beautiful experience, so they say.
Yeah, I've done it lots of times.
Yeah? What's it like?
It's a beautiful experience. Everything's all right, is it, Monique? With the fund?
Yeah, everything's fine. It's just here on the left.
I'll walk you in.
That's not necessary.
It's the only thing we English are any good at.
Mierda. Declan, get in the car, quick.
What's going on?
It's Jerome. I explain.
Well, it beats gliding.
Max, that was great. It was incredible. I mean, being up there was like...
Being up there is like sex, Hudson. It's orgasmic. It's like nothing else. There's no rules, no dealing slips, no Lee Wolf breathing down your neck. When you catch a thermal, you defy gravity. You stick 2 fingers up at the earth because it can't hold you back.
Sort of like being in space, huh? Hey, I was great, wasn't I, Circa?
You were great, Hudson.
Yeah. You should try it.
No, thank you.
Space excites the hell out of me. Limitless possibilities. Nothing to hold you back, not even gravity. God, I hate gravity.
Max, could you defy gravity and pass me the mineral water, please? Thank you.
Is that why you're so keen on this European space venture swap?
Space exploration has to open up whole new territories, new markets. There will have to be wild tax incentives on the moon.
Little green men are not my style. I don't know, Circa. They certainly make a change from predictable Earthmen. Long live Declan.
Did you see Monique safely home?
Monique, you get everything sorted out?
I didn't tell you this morning, Max, because I wasn't sure it was true.
Jerome has been arrested in Paris.
What?
Yeah. It seems he's been defrauding the fund's capital for some time now.
What about the currency swap?
No. The fund isn't creditworthy, is it?
No, it isn't. The deal has collapsed. I'm sorry.
Leonard's gonna love this.
You know what this means, don't you? Lee Wolf's going to be coming through the door of my office on Monday, screaming about irresponsible dealers involving Shane once again in dubious deals.
Jerome's criminal activities are nothing to do with us.
Do you think Lee'll see it like that?
What a lousy bloody quarter. This doesn't affect the European space venture deal, does it?
What do you think? The space venture's another EEC entity. I can't afford to have the two of you put in 3 weeks' work for a relatively small fee and then lose the whole deal. I never liked EEC entities, and I never liked Jerome.
There is a chance that the EEC will bail them out.
We'll still be in a long line of creditors, though, won't we? And Lee can still claim that we're tainted through our connection with the fund. Look, Max, we're not one of the major banks. You can't always move as though Shane were one of the big players. The sooner you realize that, the better for all of us.
If we pull out of the European space venture deal, we may not be taken seriously by these sort of investors in the future.
If we keep screwing up by getting involved in half-assed deals like this one, we won't have a future.
Leonard, I really...
No, Max! No more swaps with EEC entities. No more crazy ideas.
Which one do you think? I think I like this one better. Hey! What's the matter? Where's your mommy? Have you lost her? Oh. What's your name? Daniel. All right, Daniel. Shall we go and have a look if your mommy is looking for you?
Well, it's closed now. Do you know where you live?
Come on, then.
I am Frankenstein. Where are you, you naughty boy? Where are you?
Come here. Now, seriously. You don't remember where you live?
No. What's that?
It's a truck.
Who's that?
It's a boy in Africa.
What's Africa?
It's a place far away where they have wonderful animals. I was happy there. Can you remember your telephone number?
7.
You can't stay here, you know.
Why?
Because your mommy wouldn't like it.
Don't you want me to?
Of course I do. But your mommy wants you even more than I do. Hello? Police, please.
Summertime, summertime, yeah, yeah, yeah. Summertime, summertime, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hey, you guys sound checked yet?
No chance. Bottom of the bill. We sound check when everyone else is happy, which is never.
What's all this I hear about a tour to the US?
That's the manager speaking. They've got the chance to buy in on a tour. It's 30,000 quid.
Well, you have to pay.
That's the way this business works.
Oh. You got 30 grand? Sorry. So what happens?
We don't go.
But what about the record companies?
Look, we've been over it before. I'm not signing with a major.
But you need solid investment backup, Paul.
They're all in London. If we sign with a major, our records are pressed in the south, we're marketed in the south, and the money stays in the south.
Paul, you've got a sound check.
Thanks.
Don't cut yourself off. London could help you. I could maybe help you raise money or something. That's what I do.
Come on, Chaz. You move money about. None of it actually goes anywhere, does it? I've got a sound check.
Daniel's here.
Sir Kenyaman?
Yes.
Miss Nyenem, I'd just like to ask you a few questions.
Questions? What for?
It's just procedure. Do you live here alone, Miss Nyenem?
Yes. I don't know, Declan. Was I naive? Stupid? Guilty?
None of those. You're a victim of circumstance. You can't be held responsible for Jerome's fraudulent activity.
I should have known what was going on.
Hey, it's not your fault.
People trusted me, Declan. The farmers in Portugal, well, that project's finished now, even if the EEC decide to intervene. Whatever I say, I'll be linked with Jerome and the fraud. I'll survive it. But I don't know the farmers well.
So what are you going to do now?
Go back to Paris and, I don't know.
Is there anyone in Paris?
No. No, there's no one in Paris, Brussels, or Lisbon. In the Eurocrat world, there are a lot of very married men staying in hotels with nothing much to do between the working dinner and the breakfast meeting.
I'm not married.
I know that. I think perhaps I should say good night.
Good night.
Good night, Declan.
Good night, Monique.
Max, Monique wanted me to say that.
There's no way Paul can go if I don't raise the money. I was thinking of £1,000 a unit.
Steep.
If they get on this US tour, the exposure should triple their record sales, at least. And then investors will see a 20% return on the money by the end of the year, minimum. And they've got equity in a young, independent record label. It's more personal than unit trust.
And about as risky as a trip to the casino.
Do you want to call him or shall I?
Wait a minute. I've got an idea. There may be a way of saving the European space deal.
Whoa, wait a minute, pal. The head of banking activities has ordered us, Max, to cancel our meeting with the space venture.
Hudson, if Shane keeps checking on me all the time, I can't go on working here.
Why is this European space deal so important?
Because there are billions of dollars of potential business in it for Shane. And it's a great deal for you and me. We're ahead of everyone else on this.
Yeah?
Because I have to prove to Leonard that he's got to trust my instincts. Let me make my own decisions.
Why don't you give me the whole truth, Max, instead of just the bits you think I'd like to hear?
What?
I found this in the car on the way back from gliding. What is this, man? Some kind of game?
It's no game. Space is the future, Hudson. It excites me. If I was a younger man, I'd want to go into space myself.
Max! Max, you're a banker.
All the major banks are involved already. I'd just like us to be involved too.
Okay. What's the idea?
The PanMed bonds are going to start collapsing, right?
Unless the EEC bail them out, right?
Right. You remember I tipped Jimmy?
Yeah.
What if he's taken a gamble and he's short in them?
You think Jimmy's just going to tell you what's on his book?
No. The computer will.
Oh, right. I see. We get to guess the password.
Easy. Jimmy always uses winning football teams, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So we find the football team.
And Piccolo means small. So it reads Pan Mid-Fund Executive Monique Danvier in London with unknown little pretty boy.
Pretty boy. I'm trying to find someone to translate this properly. See if that...
Excuse me, Declan.
Do you know
Hello?
what Piccolo means?
Can you get me Leon, please? I'm trying to do some work here.
Do you speak Italian?
What's going on?
Declan's upset about his picture in the paper with Monique.
Monique?
Yeah, do you know the Pan Med Fun girl?
What are they doing in the papers?
Where have you been, Jimmy? There's been a fraud. The fund's more than likely going to collapse.
Do you speak Italian? Excuse me. Do you know what Piccolo means?
You don't understand, Hannah. They made me feel dirty.
Silka, you and I both know you were kind to that child. That's the important thing, isn't it? You've done nothing wrong, so forget about it.
He was great, kid.
Are either of you two lovely ladies interested in a wee investment ad?
How's it going?
Tried all First Division clubs and their nicknames. I've tried league champions since 1970, mostly Liverpool. Just start on London clubs. All 7-letter variations.
Happy hunting.
£1,000?
I know it's a lot, but to buy on the tour is 30,000, right? And
I like the music.
You do?
Yeah. Don't you?
Yeah, obviously.
It's got that exciting raw quality that Dylan had when he went electric.
Does it?
Okay, I'll take one.
Yeah?
Well, you gotta take a risk in this life.
Great!
What time do you say it's on?
No 7-letter variation works.
Have you tried all the London clubs?
Division 1 and Division 2.
What about the others?
No, Jimmy likes winning football teams. I thought Wimbledon, last London club to win the FA Cup. The Dons fits the 7-letter limit for a password. No go.
Wasn't there a song? Wombles of Wimbledon.
Wombles?
7 letters, it fits for a password. Try it.
Oh, maybe Jimmy's gone off football. I don't believe this.
This is Declan McConaughey from Monique Donvier. I told you before, I'm not a journalist. Well, tell her I called and I'll try again later.
Declan, you seen Jimmy?
Kitchen? Yep, Shane, dealers.
Jimmy, if you buy PanMed bonds as soon as the price hits 88, we can cover the bank's loss on my swap.
Thanks for telling me, Max. I'll think about it.
You'll think about it?
That's right.
Jimmy, you owe me. I gave you the tip on that position. You'd still be in low-yield guilders if I hadn't set you right.
I buy what I want, Max.
No. There's a time limit here. We meet the space venture people in 2 days.
I'm not buying in at 88. It has to go lower.
How much lower, Jimmy?
Excuse me.
Where are you going?
I'm going to make a cup of tea.
Jimmy, I need your help.
It's not my problem.
Is a reasonable risk with EEC intervention hanging over the PanMed price. Take the profit while it's there.
My bid's going to be 86.
What kind of a mess are you in? Those weren't your latest figures on the screen, were they?
You've been holding back.
Is that true, Jimmy?
Yes.
Right. This is getting interesting. So where do you stand?
What kind of a deficit have you got on your books?
Cool answer, Max. Do whatever you want. I'm going to hold on to 86 before buying in. That means I can cover your swap loss and wipe out my book deficit.
Your end-of-month figures are not the only point here, Jimmy.
If it drops to 86, Max, we both win.
If you don't buy at 88, and the EEC do bail PanMed out, the price will escalate, our profit will be blown, and we'll both lose.
I need maximum profit, Max. I can't afford to lose.
Neither can I.
Hey, easy. Excuse us.
Max! This guy's up against a wall here.
So what do you say?
I'm saying lay off him. Give him a break. Let him deal, let him risk. He's doing it with everything he's got.
It's 36 hours until the European space meeting. You think he can do it?
It's worth the risk. The upside is Leonard has to agree you can read the market correctly.
Hudson, this better work.
Jimmy, you got a deal. Hold on for 86 if you can.
I want to make that meeting.
No problem.
I didn't think I'd be very popular at Shane Longman. Thanks for coming to say goodbye.
You're popular with me. You know, I kind of like being described as your unknown companion in the Italian paper.
A little better than charming gigolo in Francois, I think.
I'd like to make it, known companion next time.
There won't be a next time, Declan.
For me? Or development funds?
I've definitely had enough of development funds.
There's a taxi. I'll walk you.
I can manage. Thank you. I don't want any more journalists jumping out at me. And, it's not the only thing you're good at, Declan.
Well, look what happened to Tracy Chapman after the Nelson Mandela concert. Yeah, okay. 2 units for sure. Yeah, I'll call you back about the other one. Yeah, I love you too. Bye. Hiya.
It's just a charity gig.
Yeah.
Has Paul been on yet?
Nah, they're running late.
Save it for me, will you? I'll catch it tomorrow.
Sure. Jimmy! You okay, mate? I mean, you're all right and everything?
Yeah? Night.
Night.
I heard you were selling units to finance some sort of tour for Paul.
Trying, yeah. He doesn't know, okay?
Yeah, well, look, I still think he's an arsehole. But pencil me in for one. Sort of depends on what happens tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm in the market for PanMed bonds, but not at that price. Right. Well, look, if you can place them somewhere else, fine, do it, or else get back to me when you're selling at 86. You heard.
Okay, check this out.
Chaz, can you turn the music down? Please, I'm trying to concentrate, all right? All right. Shane Dealers. Yeah, it's Jimmy. PanMed Fund bonds, yeah. Oh, come on, it's dropped a quarter point already. No. You listen to me. You can let me have the 10 million at 86, or risk I get them somewhere else.
2 units worth.
Yeah, it's your funeral.
Hope you got enough left.
Yeah, thanks.
My Buddhist chapter formed a syndicate. I'll chant for your brother. I saw him on TV. He's good.
Sorry. Sally, one second. Sally, what do you think? Your primary desk might go for a unit.
Great.
What's the matter with you? You like this feeling of impotence? Personally, I hate having to rely on someone else.
Yeah, Max, you gotta learn to experience everything in this life.
Oh, don't be a smart-ass.
There goes another quarter point.
Yes? I was just wondering if either of you two financial wizards would be interested in a very healthy investment.
Is there $1 million in it for us by the end of the day?
Not exactly.
Then piss off.
Max, language.
Look, Hudson, we're in a crisis.
Yeah, and there's nothing we can do about it, so relax. Go on, Chaz.
I'll have a listen. Priorities, Hudson.
Shane Dealers. Yeah, this is Jimmy. Look, don't try and chip a quarter point off me, Jurgen. I buy at 86. Well, that's tough, mate. You'll be back.
Air France? I'm just checking on the availability of flights to Paris. Heathrow, Charles de Gaulle. Okay, I'll think about it.
Shane Dealers.
Yeah, this is Jimmy. I bid 86. 15 million? Yeah, I'll take them. Thank you. Yes! 15 million PanMed bonds! Shane? Jurgen. I told you you'd be back. Yeah, I'll take 10 million. Nice to do business with you.
Yeah, I'll get it. Shane Dealers. Jimmy Destry. I'm afraid he's on the other line at the moment. Would you hold? Yes, holding.
Enough?
Yeah, okay. Jimmy. Yeah, that's my bid. 15 million, I'll take them. Thank you.
How many more?
10.
As hell. Looks like you got your pick.
Yeah.
Could you give me some help with these
No,
answers?
not now, not now, not now. I'll take some help. 86. Shane Dealers.
Max, take a look at the screens.
This is Jimmy, and the bid remains 86.
I'm 86 bid for a paramedic.
I've got 20 lights flashing here, and they're all going to get the same bid.
86. 86. Will I take 4 million? I buy 4 million 86. Thank you. 2 bar here, Jimmy. And 1. Sold.
Yeah, look, I've got 3 million left to find.
Yeah, Shane Dealers.
2.3 seconds.
Yep, got my bonds.
Thank you, I buy 386.
Don't worry, we found our 50. Thank you, and farewell.
Yes! Woo! Woo! Yes! Woo! I did it.
Just.
You better ink in that unit for that arsehole of a brother of yours.
You really want this deal, don't you, Max?
I think there's a lot to be gained from it, yes.
It would mean we'd be right up there when they come to start finding the finance next year for the new space station.
It's a prestigious deal for a bank this size to lead.
I guess an apology is in order. I got a little heated yesterday. You're a good dealer. You're a good team. I trust you. Most of the time. All right. Reschedule the meeting with the European Space Venture. Keep me up to date with it in your own time.
No problem.
What do I mean, reschedule the meeting? You probably never even cancelled it, right?
Leonard.
Hey, it's time to go home, or did you forget that you're taking me out to dinner tonight?
No, I'm just thinking.
Oh my God, thinking. After this month, I don't think I ever want to think again.
Things we do to each other, Michelle.
Who? Us?
People.
Oh, people. Have you been reading poetry again, Declan? What, my coat? My coat? Thank you.
This is a lot of money.
Doesn't weigh very much, does it?
Weighs enough.
Keeps me fit pushing it around. Thought maybe I better push some your way. Scotland.
I'm an arrogant bastard sometimes, Chaz.
Yeah, well, sometimes you're right. You and me, gone different ways.
It's not my big brother. I mean, I've got a lot to look up to. I mean that. Thanks.
Come here.
I better go.
Yeah. Listen, we'll see you before the US.
You bet.
Sweet, man. Nice.
Yeah.
I thought I'd watch the video. check my investment. You want a beer?
Yeah.
Cheers.
No.
Chapter 3. New Territories. Under the terms of treaties signed in the 1950s, no state may claim sovereignty over the moon, Mars, or any other astral body. In the late 1980s, we are still coming to terms with the concept of a global market. By the year 2030, we may have to contend with the reality of a market which is genuinely universal.